To be fair, if I'm an Indigenous person listening to this, I'm thinking, you want to talk about identity politics? Who went to residential schools? Who was forced to residential schools? It was Indigenous people. Racists practiced their own identity politics, and it often did drive people to the grave, right? What we're seeing here, maybe some of the social panic, is a response to legitimate feelings of guilt that people have.
Well, we're being encouraged to see the expression of guilt as a way of solving problems.
Right.
It's kind of symbolic kinds of politics, as opposed to actually trying to solve problems. And that's one of my biggest criticisms of this whole kind of hysteria that's going on, and not responding honestly to it and just continuing to encourage it. Is there's serious, terrible problems that exist in especially the isolated Indigenous communities. And this whole hysteria is going to do nothing to address that. And so I think symbolic politics are inexpensive and really don't really do anything. And in fact, possibly even make things worse, because they just make people increasingly angry and resentful, when what really needs to be done is to figure out how to deal with the dependency and the poor educational levels and the fetal alcohol syndrome and all the problems that exist in these communities, rather than to have people like Mark Miller increase his stature by flagellating himself publicly and castigating people like Jacques Rillard, who are just honest academics who are trying to draw attention to some of the problems with the existing discussions about this.
The first time I ever